What a day. But anywho, ahoy there, one and all. Welcome, welcome. This is your captain speaking. And I hope all of you coming aboard today are having a fantastic day. Hope you're staying warm. Ahoy there, Andy. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're starting to bundle up, because it's getting colder out there. And since it is the middle of the week, you seem to be a bit stretched out. Am I? Okay, that's a little too much. Yeah, I've been playing around with a few things and been trying to, well, more or less fix my OBS. So you will have to excuse me for how a lot of these things have been turning out. 'Cause, yeah. Let's see if I can play with this just a little so there are no... There we go. Oh, vacuum tube TV. Avast! Lieutenant J-Dog has come aboard. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so... It's been a very interesting day. But I can at least start off with my scuff, first of all. Thanks to the wonderful people, and I do mean sarcastically, for the latest Windows update, messed up a lot of my programs as well as the time. So when I thought I actually had 30 minutes, turned out to be the wrong time in general. Go figure. So yeah, it's oh, man. It's been quite the adventure, you could say, trying to get everything back in order with each new Windows update completely fucking shit over. You know, as much as I do love being on PC and everything, I just, oof, at this point in time, I am really thinking of just starting to learn Linux at this point. I'm gonna turn down the music just a tad bit more. It's a bit loud on my end. There we go. But yeah, so been having to go back and recheck a few things. Not only that, got a brand new monitor for gaming. Now I actually got 3 monitors, all with pretty much the same manufacturer, and they're working great. Color, everything looks great, so I wanted to be able to see both yourselves as well as the games a lot better. So, Captain's been doing a bit of shopping, considering how so much of the electronics are on sale right now. But, yeah, so I do apologize for the scuff, but I mean, hey, it wouldn't be a stream without a little bit of scuff, right? Just a wee bit. But, funny enough, speaking of electronics, give me a quick second here. I want to show you all something. Something that has caught my eye quite a bit. And just to really just kind of share just the overall interest that I have. Just give me one quick second here. Trying to get all this stuff situated. Where is it? Okay, there it is. And we'll go with... There it is. And I'm just gonna kind of shrink this down a little bit. Just a nice little announcement for everyone.
I wanna be a Super Saiyan! I wanna!
Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Let me take a look, see. Where's everyone else at? Huh. Interesting. Well, that's gonna have to change as well. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. So... Oh, jeez. Wrong button every time. Still the wrong button. Holy shit. They really did change everything on my end. Ain't that something. Thanks, Microsoft. Really appreciate you. But anyway, so big news, right? Big news. Valve is working on a new project. They're obviously going to make another VR set along with a new controller. And as you can see here, a gaming console. Gotta love Windows. I used to love them, but now, man, they're gonna make me dive into Linux so fast. It's crazy. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. So for everyone that I've ever been trying to convince out there about, you know, getting into PC gaming, or they think that, okay, maybe not right now due to, you know, money, which I completely understand. Well, there's at least hope for those that still want to have a console. So, yeah, this is, I will say this much, this is kind of their prototype, so to speak, that they're testing right now that they're hopefully going to launch next year. So, quite literally a Steam console that you could plug up and just enjoy at home. It's simplified, just for the familiarity of console users. So, if you want to collect Steam games now at an affordable price, which I'm hoping for that they do, then I said, hey, what better time to build up your Steam library while you build up your perfect machine, right? At least from what I've gathered, from what I've been able to read and see online, it's a decent machine. They're more or less trying to go for the availability of people being able to buy it at a low price. Now, granted, it's not as powerful as, I mean, well, my own rig, but it's at least a good place to get started, in my opinion. Plus, with all fun little knickknacks about adding more memory. Even there's a spot for your micro SD. So if you own a Steam Deck with some games on it, just plug it into here. Boop, there are all your games right there for you. So yeah, tell your friends, you know, that are just saying, I just want a console, nothing else. Well, let them take a gander at this. Tell them to like, hey, you can now play with us even with a console. Or you'll be able to, at least in the future. As for... Oh dear, someone's at my door again. Be right back. 2 minutes.
FBI, open up!
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, that would have been fun if it was the FBI, but unfortunately, no. Just, another solicitor. Go figure. But, yeah. So tell all your console friends, they're like, hey, now you can game with us in the future. Tell them all about the great deals, and... pretty much, you know, the fact that it's made by Valve. they ain't gonna charge a subscription for any online play. And by the looks of it, pretty compact too. Ahoy there, Grand Gunman. We were just talking about Valve's next project. And hopefully, you know, if all things go well, and they come out with something even more powerful, you're gonna bring Steam to a lot more console users. They have to put out a price point. I'm sure that they will. But considering how they're trying their hand into the console market, like I said, with the specs that I've seen so far, they're at least trying to make it as affordable as possible. But yes, we will know the final price for when it comes out. But even so, in the long run, with all of Steam's games, all their sales, and as I always like to stress, no subscription for online play, I mean, we'll just have to see what this little baby can do. They're gonna win the market, I'm calling it. I do agree. Because look at it this way, right? A nice little easy introduction for people who are on console, right? They build up their library, then they build their tower, and then poof! Right there, right then, you still keep all of your games. All available games at a good price in that nice little cube to your tower. And the best part is, hell, I know a lot of you lads can remember bringing a console over to a buddy's house just to kind of chill and play games. But the big three will sweat. Oh yeah, I'm counting on it. I mean, look at this thing. It is tiny. You bring this over to a buddy's house with a couple of controllers and maybe some party games. Easy money for a good time. No one to even having to worry about bringing a laptop, which I usually do, but I mean, I'm used to it. But for a console, it's like, hey man, can you bring your Steam, I guess, cube over? I'm gonna call it the cube. Hey, can you bring it over so, you know, we could play some of those party games together? And then boom! All you there enjoying the games together. And yes, I truly do think that the big three, they're gonna be sweating real hard. Real hard. I hope they make a purple one. Make it look like the GameCube just to really rub it in Nintendo's face. Oh, that would be amazing. Or even just like simple skins for it would actually be pretty damn affordable too. Yes. But yeah. Oh, before I continue on, let me take a sip of my tea. It's been standing there for a good minute. Blibby, you control yourself now. Oh, that just makes the tea so much sweeter. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, like think about all the customization you could do with such a tiny thing. Now granted, if this is received well, or at least well enough, I'm pretty sure they'll have a couple of versions of it, perhaps. Or at least two, like this one, and then maybe a more powerful version for like the really big games. But in terms of like oldies games, like decent indie games and whatnot, at least judging from the specs, yeah, this thing will run it. This thing will run it well. And yeah, they put this into the console market. Man. Those big three, they're gonna be like, alright, we're gonna have to port all of our games now onto this thing. Looking at you, Sony, hogging all those IPs all to yourself. You won't be for much longer. I want my Gravity Rush and my Bloodborne, you hear me? And bring back the Jak and Daxter trilogy. But that's just me still dreaming. who knows what might happen. But yeah. And no, I've talked about it a lot with my other mates on different Discords, and the fact that it's happening slowly, right? Slowly but surely. It is happening. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Granted, their first console was not well received, didn't run well, but this one goes well and they've learned from the past mistakes. Yeah, we're looking at a big gaming revolution here, everybody. And probably, possibly, we'll dethrone all three of the big ones as well. Because affordability, no subscriptions, constant sales, indie market, and even if money is tight, a plethora, and I do mean a plethora of free games and demos on their store. And if they add a desktop to where you can add even additional launchers onto this thing, there's no stopping a gamer from getting just games either at a really low price or even free. So yeah, this news I'm pretty sure is reaching them right now, and they are going, oh crap. And that puts a smile on my face. I'm quite happy with it. But yeah, just a little bit of news from the tech side of things. Really enjoying it. Now, if I'm going to be talking a little bit funny today, was at the dentist this morning. Mostly just due to a cleaning. Nothing major, anything like that. But the fluoride that they put in has been drying out my mouth, even my lips, quite a bit. So I'm going to be constantly sipping on water for a good while. And tea. But yeah, another wonderful experience of getting your teeth nice and polished. Although I do feel they kind of went a little bit overboard this time around. Kind of gave me flashbacks to when I was in the service and I had some surgery done. This time my dentist decided, hey, you know, it'd be a great idea if I get some of my students that are shadowing me in here to take a crack at this. Well, I was strapped to that chair for maybe 3 hours, 3 hour plus, while they were trying to clean and polish my teeth. Now, granted, I'm a patient guy, you know, I got my own little adventure I could have in my head. But let me tell you something, when it came to, I don't know what it's called, you know that little pick that they use? That they turn on, starts vibrating, it's supposed to clean off the plaque and everything on your teeth? Well, let's just say they were having fun with it and they cleaned a little too close to the gums and stabbed me quite a few times. Now, I mean, granted, nobody panicked, which is a good sign, at least in terms of the students, but they asked, hey, would you like some numbing cream? I'm like, nah, I'm good, just please stop stabbing my gums. I've already told you they're sensitive, so I like to avoid getting stabbed more in the future. That'd be great. And this was actually really funny. They said, if you feel anything or you need to do anything, please lift your left hand, right, up into the air. Now, to kind of veer off of this story into a previous one, when I did that one time, I had the dentist to my right and his helper to my left. And he took a stab at one of my gums. Kind of like that, but worse. And, yeah, my hand shot up so fast it actually knocked out his nurse. And now I was having flashbacks to the same thing with the two students standing on each side. And I'm just sitting here going, okay, if I lift my hand And I told the guy, right, it's just like, look, if you're going to be on my left side and you told me to raise my left hand, I suggest you get closer to, or at least to the shoulder, and don't be leaning over me entirely. And he goes, why? He goes, she strikes a nerve? I'm swinging. Not out of intent. It's just going to be a knee-jerk reaction. I'm going to swing up when I'm feeling pain. So, to keep you from getting a concussion and whatnot, please stand a little bit more perpendicular to my shoulder versus just completely over on top of me. So, little safety precaution for them. But luckily, they did a pretty damn good job. And even my main dentist says, oh, how was that? I'm like, well, you know, usually I wasn't that strapped to a chair unless I was getting my wisdom teeth removed for that long. But, I mean, they did a pretty good job. They were attentive, they cared, and they made sure I didn't drown with my own saliva and water. So, that was interesting. And thank God that they actually started doing this a lot more in other dental places. Because when they have to apply fluoride the old-fashioned way, and I know a lot of you can remember this, you know how they'll get like that little machine that almost looks like a floor waxer? They'll put the stuff on there and they'll just like literally just wax your teeth with fluoride. Yep, nope, they're not doing that anymore. What was interesting about this one, this is actually the first time I've seen this, was they filled up this mouthpiece full of fluoride, right? And what they practically did was you bit down on it. You kind of like munched on it too, to like spread the fluoride just up in between the teeth. While also, you know, like using the suction thing to make sure you don't swallow any of it, because they said, yeah, whatever you do, do not swallow this stuff. And I said, you know, after they already shoved it into my mouth. So yeah, most of my responses had to be just a variety of sounds and just gargling noises, but all in all, they did a pretty good job. My teeth look better, shinier, but yeah, the fluoride left a weird taste in my mouth. Now granted, I at least ate a big breakfast before we started this, but the fact that I wasn't expecting to be there for more than maybe 2 hours, the fact that it stretched out that much longer, and they said, oh yeah, by the way, after applying this, you can't eat or drink anything for 2 hours. And I said, oh, well that sucks, because, pretty hungry. I got quite the metabolism, so you tell me not to eat for almost 6 hours? So, I did what any smart person would do. When you can't eat something, but you're hungry, I just decided to nap. And with that, after about a good 2 hours of rest, boom, full of energy. And I made myself one hell of a brunch. And I scarfed that thing down. I'm talking just 2 pieces of grilled chicken with paprika on them, mixed salad with some taco chips in there, and a good amount of steamed rice. I scarfed that thing down like Kirby. And oh, I felt so much better after that. So much better. But yeah, so that was my little adventure, at least in terms of the morning. Very interesting visit to the dentist. Like I said, wasn't expecting to be there for that long, but I mean, hey, I got some pretty cool future dentists, so I'm glad about that. But yeah, after that, oh yeah, also had my new monitor come in, so that was fun trying to change up my setup a little bit. So that was a fun little installation. And then I had the Windows update, like I said before, that practically fucked up everything. So now, yeah, I have to go back and rearrange a few things. Change up a few things, check a few things, all that jazz. So, there's that, but... Hey, nothing your captain can't fix. But let's see here. Other than that, yeah, pretty eventful schedule. Nothing too much, at least in terms of the weekend, have happened. Mostly just work, relaxing, all that good stuff. Let's see, do I have anything planned for this week? Oh, possible collab this Friday. And it's going to be a little bit early on, around 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll get full confirmation by the end of today to see if it's still on. And we got some good games lined up for you, so you're going to enjoy the shenanigans and the team building we're going to be doing. Let's see, other than that, mostly just been cracking down on some more scary stories, some more music, but other than that, yeah, none too much else. Oh, and the fact that it also snowed a couple days back really did put a smile on my face. Gave me hope, knowing that there's still a chance for a decent winter this year. Especially with just how, well, unbearable 2025 has been. With a lot of the drama and everything going around in like the VTuber sphere. As well as just everything all together. It's nice to at least have a little bit of something to look forward to. And with a bit of luck, maybe some panaz, and a carpet with some silver duct tape, I could kidnap some of my buddies to go snowboarding with me. But we shall see about that. Because I'm going to need a couple of carpets and a shit ton of duct tape for that. But that's neither here nor there. And of course, with everything that's going on, we also still getting ready for Thanksgiving as well. And my mother has been asking for more of any Halloween candy that I had left. Because she is busy already starting to build up her turkeys. Mostly just getting the ingredients and all that jazz. So, we'll see how they turn out, and I'll even send a picture for all of you to see. She loves doing this every year. It's kind of like almost like a signature thing we do for the family. So, get excited for that. As for, let's see, in terms of the holidays, still waiting on, getting closer to Black Friday. I'm just going to be getting stuff for friends and whatnot. That's on there. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it in terms of just news for today. So a bit of scuff, a bit of good news, but an all around a pretty good time. Now, I know we're excited to continue on with the Alice game as well. However, I also did find a couple of interesting demos that I want to try with all of you. So, let's see how these turn out. Because they did pique my curiosity a little bit. I don't know what to expect from these. But all I know is just that it's going to be something good. Hopefully. Maybe. Don't quote me on it. But let me just go ahead and get this thing set up, and we can start. Yep. Need another sip. Sorry about that. The fluoride. Man. Even my jaw Feels a bit off. Having kept it open for so long. There we go. And let me just change to this. And there we go. Alright, so first one for our appetizers of the day is, let's see here, SCP-9779-JP. Looks interesting enough. Don't know much of the history about it, but I will look into it. Or maybe it's something just entirely new. Let's at least make sure it's not too loud, so I'm not screaming at you guys. But it is horror, so we gotta at least keep it somewhat loud. Don't know what this is, but looked interesting enough to at least try out. And holy crap, okay. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Not to worry, I will simply move my hand ever so slightly. Won't be able to use my arm, which is a shame, but work with what you got. That's what I always say. Work with what you got. Now, let's take a look. Oh, definitely the SCP found. Interesting. Let's see here. We got ourselves a little note. A few hours after the appearance of the SCP-9779-JP, a substance visually resembling white paint or lime coating begins to form at nearby surfaces. Ew. Microscopic analysis revealed the material structure to be closer to organic mold with anomalous properties. Cells cannot be classified as either fungal or bacteria. When sterilization is attempted, the material rapidly decomposes, leaving a thin layer of white powder with faint luminescence. The mold continues to grow, slowly, even inorganic. Is it the same mold? Sad time when you can't adjust your mouse sensitivity, right? Like this, I am barely inching. Like I'm gripping my mouse and I'm just inching. Even like centimeter wise, just to turn. Nope. I wonder if it's the same mode from Resident Evil 8. I shall take the detour. No thank you. I'm okay. We're okay. Everything's fine. She's probably just as lost as we are. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure. As I continue to look behind me. And the door is closed. Find a key. I just found it interesting, you know, you find yourself in a very, very bad spot. Why not try to kick the door down? I feel like we haven't gotten a horror game like that, where it's just like, hey, find the key, or bust down the door. Or bust down the door, or something. But, nope. Always gotta find a key. Ooh, this is new. What we got here? Let's have a gander. When SCP-JP, I'm just gonna say JP, appears within a approximate radius of 30 to 50 meters. Oh, we were close then. Sharp electromagnetic interference is recorded. Electronic devices begin to produce chaotic signals. Stripes and static distortion appear on screens. Excuse me. Background noise from radio stations intensify into indecipherable static. Lighting in rooms with the object flickers. Incandescent bulbs frequently burn out. And power sources and shut down. It has been noted that even devices not connected to the grid experience malfunctions. Okay, so long story short, it's like, don't have any of your electronics around this SCP. Message well received. Oh, I do have a flashlight. Wow, that is some CCTV flashlight lighting. Holy crap. That is blurry. Like a smear. Looks like some kind of mechanism. Might be possible to get it to work. One step at a time. Let's at least try to find this key, yeah? Okay, I can at least crouch. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, check it out. It's my biggest fan. Oh, what does this do? Ah, okay, I see. Alright, let's go back to that one spot. See if we could find something. Okay, so upright, the inner circle, red has to be to the right. The arrow will be to the left. Y'all got that memorized? Oh, okay. So they put even something like that as well. I have feet. And a torso. And hands. My God. I'm an actual person. Okay, so... How did I select it last time? Which button did I use? Ah. Okay, that was interesting. How's the volume, by the way? Is it good? Nice and loud? It's good? Great. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. I mean, it's definitely eerie. That's for one thing. I wonder if we'll be able to get deeper into the complex. Looks like some kind of mechanism. So I guess we gotta find one more puzzle to get this thing up and going. Okay. assignment says. That one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so what assignment says. Interesting. I bet there might be a chase scene of some sorts. Why me flashlight no want to work now? Okay. There we go. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so we got a key. So let's go ahead and head back to that door. And I can't move. Still better flashlight than having to crank it. True, but man does it eat up battery real quick. And that was by far the worst jump scare I have ever felt. Well, it looked interesting, but I guess the payoff was, it just was not creepy enough. Not creepy enough. Plus, I mean, come on. When you got me locked in like that, and I don't even get a chase sequence, isn't that how I look close up like the Grudge chick? Kind of. It kind of does, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. It kind of looks like her, but at the same time, it's... I'm not too sure. Just, it did not scare. Which is a real shame. It did not work. It did not work. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So, we got another one to try out called the Anomaly Manor. English. Yes, please. Okay, so this is all thanks, but I need some settings. Whoa. Or we could just hop right into it. Okay, now this is definitely a step up. Yeah, no, that other one... Yeah. That one was a disappointment. A cursed mansion. All who have